All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Today, I want to show you guys another money-making tip or money-making, I don't know, method, I guess, here in PokeMMO. So what we're going to do is go on the GTL, and as you can tell from the, what's it called, the title and thumbnail, we are going to be doing some flipping here. Specifically in this video, I want to do something called shiny flipping. So what we're going to do is go in the advanced search and hit shiny. This is first off what I recommend. Now this method, just keep in mind, this method is for, I'd say, higher level players. You have to have at least, probably I'd say at least a region or two done, probably at least 3 to 4 million to your name if you're going to do this, and you have to be willing to wait a lot. All right, so I'll show you through my listings right now. These are all my like shiny listings that I have here. Basically what I do is flip. This is a good way to make passive income. So let's take a look at this, like Rhyperior, for instance. 26999 means I probably bought it like around 2599, something like that. I usually flip for like about 100k, maybe like 50k, something like that. This Poliwag is probably like 100, 200k. This Raichu is probably like 100k. Sneasel probably like 300k. Trubbish probably like I feel like I bought this Trubbish around this price. This Trubbish has not really sold, and this Kingler is a pretty recent buy as well, probably about 2.4, 2.5 mil, something like that, selling it for 2.6. Basically, excuse me, I don't want to be flipping for like super high, because like then people aren't going to buy it, right? It has to be like relatively within reason. So how can you check what's within reason? Well, first off, you gotta think about like what Pokemon people might want. So for instance, Garchomp is a very popular Pokemon. If we sort by lowest price, boom, 3.5 million right now. And that's not like a good IV or anything like that, but it's a Garchomp, right? After that, you're looking at 4.5. After that, you're looking at like 6.5. So honestly, like this 3.5 looks like it's gonna be a good buy. However, you have to keep in mind that the start date is actually 6 days ago, close to a week, meaning that it's not like a hot commodity buy. Now, if you see like all of these being like 1 to 2 days or even a few hours, that's a tell sign that these are a hot commodity Pokemon and that people are gonna want it. Now, something else you can do is just kind of browse the newest page, and so like take a look at the Zoro, which is a really cool shiny, by the way. It looks like this was caught a few days ago at Lost One Force. 40 mils is actually insane. Let's take a look at Zoro prices. It looks like they're normally 40 mil. Wow, that's crazy, actually. If I really wanted to, I could probably buy this for 40 if I had 40 million and sell it for like 43, 44 million, something like that, because people are wanting it pretty badly, apparently. Going along with that, flips are good in terms of like the newest page if you know the standard price of a Pokemon. So let's take a look at this Dratini, for instance. I know that the price, wow, the price actually went down. The price used to be around like this price, like 13, 14 million for a Dratini. Maybe it's because of the swarms, I don't know, but like the swarms from the 10th anniversary event, but they have jumped down a lot. 8.2 million for a Dratini is actually like kind of wild. Like, and you can tell like a lot of these are fairly recent, right? 2 days, 1 day, 2 day, 4 day, 1 day, 6 hours even. Like, and the fact that this is a female Dratini at 6 hours is pretty not bad. This is a single encounter Pokemon, so it is going to be decently rare. Just keep that in mind. So if you wanted to, you could like specific like species flip, like Dratinis, as you guys know, like as you can tell here, they're pretty sought after, I guess. That's a good way to look at it. Now, there's certain Pokemon that aren't super sought after, like Tentacruel, like Rapidash, like things that you might find at like an EV training or a leveling spot. So stuff like, like a Pelipper, very common here, 17 listings, pretty cheap. Something like a Poliwag, it's like a easy 5 times horde, 2 million, something like that. Something like a Loudred, also 2 million, nothing really big here. I wonder why this one's so expensive. I don't know what they're doing here. No one's gonna buy this, but yeah, that's that. Like some Pokemon are just like easier to go for. Ditto flipping is also a decent strategy. It's very risky though. Like for instance, this 6.5 mil. If I really wanted to, for 4 hours ago, I could probably flip it for like 6.599 mil and make about 100k, kind of undercutting this guy. But you have to look at like the IVs, and so that's what the next thing I want to do is. My next biggest tip for flipping here, as far as shinies go, is to go into the advanced search and go by egg group. So for instance, the monster egg group, let's take a look at that. And then pick a specific IV trait that that the monster egg group needs, for instance. So I'm gonna go by male because for breeding purposes, and then we're gonna go, let's just look at speed IVs, right? So here you can see this right here. I believe this was mine actually. And so yeah, you can see like I reflipped this. I probably bought this around like 2.4, 2.5 mil and reflipped it. It's still at the top of the list here because it's undercutting, you know, your 2.8, 2.9 million here. And so people are going to buy these just for the sole purposes of breeding because it has this 31 speed IV. They're not using the Rhyperior itself. They're using it to breed the speed onto whatever Pokemon they do want. Does that make sense? If you don't know how breeding works, it probably doesn't make any sense to you, but for those of you who do know and are, you know, kind of keeping them up, hopefully that makes sense to you. And so you can basically just keep doing this for, you know, a lot of things. You can go for fairy, you can go for HP, for instance, 3.5 mil for this Azumarill, as opposed to like a 3.8. Something I would recommend though is thinking about which like egg group is the most common, right? So like monster is pretty common. I'd say dragon is pretty common as well. You see like 2.3 for HP. People don't really go for HP. As far as the dragons go, let's try 31 attack. And basically, if you notice any like huge price discrepancy between like, oh, this is like 1.9 mil, but this is 3 mil, like you can easily buy this and sell it for like 2.9 mil, easily make, I don't know, 100,000, something like that. It's essentially, you know, what I'll do here and there when I've got some like free time or something like that. Like this 2.1, less than 2.2. Some of them are like worth flipping, some of them aren't. You know, you just kind of have to see. Like for instance, this Magikarp being at 3.1 mil and the next one being at 3.3 or 3.4 technically is a pretty good flip for me because I know that people are going to buy dragons with a 31 speed IV. So what I'm going to do is actually buy this Magikarp. It's male, so people are going to breed it. Let me actually take a look at it. It's serious nature, 31 speed, everything's okay. So what I'm going to do is buy this right here on site for you guys. Go into, let's just drop this in the box, and then we can sell this. What I would recommend again is going back to Shiny, going back to Egg Group, whatever you bought it at, and plug in the IV that you're using, lowest price, and it looks like you got to go male. That's why you got to go male. And so now I can sell this for pretty much I'm gonna undercut by a decent amount and go 3.29. Remember, I bought this at 3.1 mil, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell that, and boom, just like that. Here it is. Boom, just like that, I will most likely be making about 200,000 whenever this gets bought, whenever someone decides to buy it. So that's really it for shiny flipping. You know, there's no wrong way to do it. Like, you can lose money potentially, but like at the same time, it's not like you're going to lose money if you do this right? So just be careful what you buy and all that stuff, but hopefully this video made sense to you. If you don't understand something, you know, leave a comment in the comment section down below. I want to reiterate that you can lose money on this. You probably won't if you do it right, but you will have to wait a long time. Like if you look at my listings again, if I pull them up, these have not sold for a long time. The Sneasel, this Raichu, this Poliwag, Trubbish, even Kingler a little bit. Like you might have to like relist these a few times over and over again, like slightly lower each time, something like that, after like maybe like 2-3 weeks. Don't be discouraged if your thing doesn't sell after 3 weeks. Don't be discouraged if it doesn't sell at all. You know, sometimes the market's just slow for a certain period of time. Sometimes people just want certain stuff and don't need what you have, but for the most part, that's pretty much it, how shiny flipping goes, in my opinion. So let me know if I missed anything in the comment section, and thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'll see you guys later. Peace.